This is the first RICO case that they've ever mentioned podcast this much. I think podcasts should probably take note. You don't think so?
You act with different people. My homies wouldn't be my in my backyard either. I mean, I don't edit. I don't upload. And I'm not telling a grown man a motherfucking thing.
So wait, Wack. So you still, like, after watching all of this with this big Rico, you was still...
I'm not telling a grown man.
I'm not saying you telling them. I'm talking about your actions. You would still be on either Clubhouse or anything else discussing people current street situations, knowing that just got wrapped up and their words have been used against them?
So the only thing we discuss is what's on the work. Because on the work, we running it.
Wack, you were discussing Brick Baby not going to court and there was no work that existed at that time. So you're discussing his current street situation.
Wait. Say that again.
There was no paperwork that existed, but you were discussing.
That's why we discussed it. How you ain't got a court date and no bail information. Now,
hold on. Wait. But Wack, why is that online content?
No.
Why is that online content though?
That's what we want it to be. Because you talking about you post.
You see, the problem come in, right? It be all fun and games when they politicking with certain people who might not come from the street background, right? Until they start to catch on and then call you out on the bullshit.
You take off shooting, sit here like DEA, still frame it, circle, break down who had on what color what, who had on what shoes. Shut your fuck ass up.
Wait. Wack.
That ever been done in the history of fucking podcasting. Fuck all that. Now it's up.
No.
With the 100 side of the trenches.
It's
up Wack. And we stuck.
I know I did it. No. I said I'm solving this. Wack, I literally said I'm solving a murder live. Everybody else is doing it and acting like they're keeping the street. Hold on. As long as everybody say what I did with the takeoff was post. I'm a civilian. What y'all are doing is post. We all doing post. If we admit it, let's go.
Exactly. That's the thing. Ack ain't never said he was a street cat. Ain't never portrayed himself like that. And none of that shit. So
listen.
That's all I'm saying.
If we got to work, or we know you working, we're going. Listen. If I wasn't telling that nigga, you got caught, bitch.
I do on here all the time. I solve crimes.
Yeah, we buy that. Okay.
Hold on. As long as you say that the 100 side does it too. We all do police shit.
We will continue to read and run paperwork. I don't give a what it's about.
Okay. So, and by the way, everybody knows you fucking with Ack. Ack is liable to do some post. Will you say the same or no?
What you mean? I'm just correcting you because you talking about what we doing. We don't do what you do. Now you doing some police because now you talking about that don't nobody know about. That this is the police don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? Their first lead. If the police's first lead is you, or if the information you gave up solved the crime, right, or any type of like that, yeah, then you're doing police.
By your definition, what I did with Takeoff is not the police because
No, they didn't. No, your information is not included in their investigation. But when you was freezing and stalling and this got this shirt on, that rules him out and this out, there's no doubt in my mind they may have watched it. I don't think they were going to put it in their report because it would have took away from their expertise. No. They don't want to put it in there.
Hey, Wack, hold on. You see, I'm a civilian. So I'm telling people that stream, I was trying to solve the murder, and I would do it again. And if any of my favorite rappers get hurt or die, I'm solving the murder live. It's fine. Give me a badge. I don't care. There's no expectations of me. You see, you're a little bit different.
Yeah, but because you know this act.
But in the big you don't think you putting it online? Remember you said like it wasn't public content because it was only private call at that point. You putting it online.
Yeah, but we didn't, bro. You got to remember, bro, the same call we got when they told 600.
When you released the call or even defending Jay Prince, were you defending?
See, it looks strange, right? Because y'all remember when they released the call with the mama, right? Then when they was pressing him about it, like the people, everybody like, hold on, that's police shit, whatever. Just the whole shit, him dealing with the mama or releasing the information and shit. I guess with him feeling the pressures, the people like, hold on, Wack, you backtracking now.
Jay Prince, or you were trolling him? Because you released that a federal agent called you about Jay Prince.
They definitely called me. That look, you know what that call let me know, bro?
What?
Either him or somebody close to him or somebody in his camp been on that phone talking hot. That's the only reason why somebody had to like make some type of threat or something for them to call me. So here goes the thing. I got a few options, right?
Wait, they call you from a number or it was like no caller ID?
No, just a number. You know, I answer all my calls. Man, I don't give people tell you whack answer, right? So either I could have hung up and then that man went, he's that scared and they still investigate him, right? For wherever they heard about me on their phones, right? Or I had the conversation and let them know that's bullshit. Me and dude ain't got no issues. Now they have.
So you try to help him out, really?
There you go.
And James Prince Sr.
I mean, I wouldn't have no information other than just leave helping with a Larry Hoover project.
Okay, yes, sir. Well, that's what I'm kind of wanting to talk to you about.
Okay. Well,
So look, bro, I'm gonna keep it G real. I think this phone call was fake. Although if it was real, it's suspicious. You understand me? Hold on, what the federales doing calling you, bro? And then, you know, So I think his shit was I think it was a fake phone call that he was trying to use to like scare Jay Prince or whatever have you, right? And it ended up backfiring. Same way, like how like with the situation with the mama, contacting the mama and putting that shit out about Big U.
What's wrong with working on a Larry Hoover project?
No, sir. No, nothing's wrong whatsoever with it. I'm glad someone is advocating for him. That wasn't the issue. I was just information has been provided that you've had some disagreements with Mr. Prince. Are you familiar with him?
I mean, I know who he is, but I don't have no issues with Mr. Prince.
Okay, so
I mean, a disagreement is a disagreement. I don't know how that factors in the FBI.
Well, I think Mr. Jones, on the YouTube videos going back and forth with him calling you a snitch and you calling him one, and all of that would be where.
I've heard the feds want Big U. That's crazy. They're doing all the shit. You know what's so funny? No, not Big U. I mean Jay Prince. Yeah, Jay Prince has his thing. Jay Prince has his thing he called courtesy call. It looked like the feds gave you a courtesy call about him. That's hilarious.
I don't know nothing about no feds wanting Jay Prince. I don't know nothing about that.
I could say 6ix9ine
I don't know nothing about that.
No, I'm not saying you know. I'll give you the information now. 6ix9ine told me in the 11th hour when he said it was a whole day of snitching. They asked him every question in the book. And then after a while, they left, and there was a new set of feds that came in and said, "What do you know about Jay Prince?" Because they knew he had issues with him. He said he really didn't have much to say because he never knew them. But they wanted information, and that let him know they were looking into Jay Prince.
I don't know. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be real. That's all I know about Jay Prince.
I mean, you gotta know they're looking into it because they called you too.
I don't know nothing about that, bro. Stop playing with my.
No. I'm not saying you know nothing about it, but what I'm saying.
See, in Wack, bro, you know, they be kind of like on you because you know when it seems like when it's convenient to know something, you know something, but then when it's convenient not to know something, you don't know nothing type shit. And I think, bro, you know that I think it's just a case of where. When you the one who kind of like be dropping news hella fast, or you be kind of like always in a mix of everything and shit like that, that people they gonna get suspicious, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then it makes it even more suspicious that you know it comes to a point where when niggas is questioning you about certain shit, the way you're responding to it.
Why? You're not listening.
Listen, they never told me. Hey, look, weirdo, you got the calls not edited. They never told me what they heard, but I'm not stupid. In order for them to call me about him,
I'm not saying you
heard something on one of them lines over there, right?
Whack. That's what I'm saying. If the feds call you about me, you'll be like, oh, the feds are looking into act.
Like that,
right?
All I know about Jay Prince is rap a lot.
No, you don't know nothing. I know.
Hold on. No, hold the up, bro. You brought him up, nigga, and I'm going to clear.
Yeah. Nah.
And what I didn't want to do is just hang the phone up because that looks like what? Maybe he is scared. Right?
Yeah. That's
and
right.
I'm like, nah, I've never felt threatened. You know, we know each other.
You spoke nicely of him. Did he ever tell you thanks?
I sent it to him.
You sent the call to him?
That's a fact.
Oh shit.
I sent it to him before it went on the internet.
Okay. Now Wack, don't get mad at me. I'm gonna ask this question. And I'm not trying to get jammed up, but I'm just thinking out loud. You getting online and warning, or pretty much you essentially warn Big U.
I ain't warning shit.
Hold on. I'm not saying you were intentionally trying to warn.
I ain't warning shit.
Wait, I'm not
Did
trying
you rape that girl at your house?
No, Wack, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
Okay, then stop playing, white bro. Every time you play with me, I'm gonna play with you, bro.
Wack. I'm not saying you intentionally warned, but that's how some people
I didn't
look at
warn.
it.
I trolled it.
Okay. Let's go to the Big U thing, right? So if you're saying you sent a federal call to the nigga they're asking about, do you ever think about like they might be pissed at you to say, nigga, obstructing our investigation? What the fuck? You're telling the nigga you want to lock up?
Hey, what are you talking about? You sound dumb. Fed called me about Big U, dummy.
No, I'm talking about Jay Prince. I'm talking about Jay Prince. Like if they.
Hey, bro, what are you talking about? You sound dumb as. They called and asked. I feel threatened. They called me.
But you say you sent it to him and you also put it out online. They might be like, yo, bro.
I did. I didn't tell him to call me. This baby. Don't nobody know what else.
Yeah, I'm only. See, that's where. See, wait, bro. They like, hold on. You just told us you was warning him. First you put it out there, right? Just like it was out there. You and Six was putting it out there. Whatever have you. Then people start y'all start getting backlash for putting it out there. And you're like, really? We was warning the nigga. Now at press you like, hold on, bro. You was warning him. You like, I wasn't warning shit. It's like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? You just it's a lot of contradiction and backtracking, bro. Nigga, it's good. See, the thing about it, niggas be, I guess other niggas like they be upset with Wack for exposing supposed snitches or whatever have you. So they like, hold on, we on you now about this shit. Like
asking because maybe they're like, yo, you're obstructing our investigation when you're.
That's not obstructing, nigga. That's not obstructing because guess what? There was never a crime committed against me.
Okay, that's true too. That makes sense. Yeah. I do think, this constant prediction, especially if there's proprietary information known. Like, for example, if I know... I
don't know about... Hey, bro, listen to me. If a nigga called you, they call you tomorrow, hey, look, we call him, yeah, we know. We heard Wack100 wants to rob you and that he's extorted you and that he took your gold chain last month. And you gonna be like, that's some bullshit that happened. Right? That's not you jeopardizing that mother. Telling the truth, it's a lie.
Hold on, let me ask. I'm asking your opinion on this. If
Jay Prince hold on, never ever.
I don't even have to talk about Jay Prince. I'm gonna just make up a fictional scenario.
Long story short, you understand me? Act pushing a cold line no way. He know what he doing. Wack know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? And the people, if you just read through the comment sections of here, there, wherever, the people be on Wack like, hold on, what the. Like, they feel like he be knowing a lot about a lot. He always in the mix of everything. And, it's convenient. When it's convenient to be in the mix, you in the mix. When it's convenient to not be in the mix, you not in the mix. They be hot, bro, about Wack. Wack got a lot of people upset, bro. And it's, one thing I will say is, bro, the federales, I see certain people don't even answer. I don't answer calls. I don't know. I don't answer block calls. I don't know. None of that, nigga. But I mean, the people looking at it like, bro, why you ain't hang up? And why is the federales got your number? Why is they so cool with you? Or why they want to give you a heads up and hella shit? They got hella questions. Why you know this? Why the feds calling you? Why this? Why that? But if y'all peep what I say, a lot of that shit didn't turn out to be it's similar to 6, right? 600, he throw the badge on, he ride past Big U house. Just really looking at it like, bro, this nigga really the feds. Anybody with common sense like, hell no, this nigga ain't the feds. You understand? He trolling extra hard, and at a time like this, it's perfect timing because of wbecause of what's going on. So, cause some people would believe it, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know, like, even the niggas who know, like, oh, he trolling, we know some niggas will believe that. And he do too, that's why he doing it. I feel like a lot of they trolling did backfire, but I also feel like it's been a lot too, though. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of strange shit. He explained it every time, but that kind of got him in a corner right now to where he, you know, fake way a little bit. It seemed like this is what it appears. What you supposed to smash on blood? Like, what the you keep pressing, you playing. But the thing is, like I say, that's the problem. They didn't invite certain people into the culture to discuss certain, and it's not like anybody can discuss what they don't want to discuss. Anybody can discuss what they want to discuss, but what I'm saying is when you bring certain people into the conversation and then you validate their opinion by you doing, you know what I'm saying? Now guess what? Now their opinion can come back and bite you in your ass, nigga. Yeah, it's vicious out here, but y'all let me know what y'all think, man. They you know, they on WAG, whatever, hey you.
Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't